Lesson 6.5 is on finding the percent of a number. So we've talked about estimating percents. In this lesson, we're going to be finding exact percents. We're not going to be rounding. So the question is, how can you find percents? If you look at page 361, Lauren bought a jacket that was on sale for 60% off. Just a little side note. Normally when you buy something, full price would be 100%. It's 60% off. So that means that they're going to be paying 40%. That's how the book got that 40% that she paid, like they said there. Okay, so she paid 40% of the original price of $75. How much did Lauren pay for the jacket? So what we can do, 40%, basically we're doing 40% of 75. We're not going to be rounding on this. 40% we talked about the other day. It's 40 over 100. It's 4/10. We can actually reduce it down to 2/5, which is going to be what I want to do here, because 75 is not a multiple of 10. So if I reduce that to 2/5, that's going to make things a little bit easier for me, potentially. A little bit smaller numbers to work with. When you do this, you can reduce the 5 and the 15 the 5 and the 75 to 1 and 15 if you see that. If not, you can just multiply straight across. You'll get 150 over 2, and when you divide that out, 150 divided by 5. When you divide that out, you'll get $30. So I had a moment of noticing my error there. I was going to get 150 divided by 2, which is 75. That would have been the full price that we had to start with. So there's where I caught my mistake. And notice if she's only paying 40%, she should be paying less than half of $75. So $30 then would be how much she would need to pay for that jacket, plus tax. Example 1. The 4th, 5th, and 6th graders at Great Oaks School are taking a field trip. Of the 575 students attending the field trip, how many are 6th graders? It's a lot of students. When you do a problem like this, if you look at the circle graph, the percents should add up to 100%. On this problem, if you'll notice the color coding, the 6th graders kind of the purple section here. And so we're looking for that number, which you can see is 36%. So what that means is we're going to be doing 36% of 575. Now in the last lesson we would have just rounded that. We'd say maybe 36% is close to 40%, 575 is close to 600. You can still do that to get an estimate, to get an idea of what your answer should be. Or if you're going back to check your answers, maybe you work it out exact and then go back and check it by rounding and then see, was my answer close to what my estimate was. In this case, though, we're going to be figuring this out exactly, 36% of 575. So what we're going to be doing in order to work these out, like we've talked about before, is we're going to change the percent to a decimal. And then multiply. So the deal is, like we talked about previously, in order to change the percent to a decimal, you might recall, is that we are just going to move the decimal
2 places to the left.
Good. Move the decimal 2 places to the left. Okay, and again, if you forget, it's not the end of the world. You just remember 36%. A percent's a number out of 100. It's 36 over 100. So 36 hundredths as a fraction would be 36 hundredths as a decimal. It's just one extra step is all. Okay? So, like they're doing here in your book, just to make things quicker for ourselves, we could do it by hand. Multiply it, move your decimal 2 places to the left. Just to make it quicker, I will allow you to use your calculator. So 36 hundredths times 575, and you get 207. And again, just kind of think about an idea of what your answer should be. 36%, that's less than half. 575, so less than half of 575. 207, that seems reasonable that that's less than half of that. Example 2, Dwayne plans to wallpaper 72.5% of a 60 square foot wall. And the question is, how many square feet of the wall does Dwayne plan to wallpaper? So in order to do that, we're going to have to find 72.5% of 60. So the book kind of does a number line thing. They kind of split it up into fourths here. We know 72.5% is just a little less than 75%. So this would be like our 75% mark, this one here. So that's kind of how they gauged that. So a little less than 3/4. So again, same idea as the last time. What we can do to work this out is just change our percent to a decimal. So 72.5%, if you had 72.5%, whoops, yeah, 72.5%, sorry. And then just move your decimal 2 places to the left. That's how they got 725 thousandths times 60, and you work that out, and you get 43.5 square feet that he would wallpaper. Sometimes, depending on the problems, in this case, we're talking about how many square feet we're going to wallpaper. So if we get a decimal answer, that's okay. Sometimes, if we're talking about like how many people there are, then we would want to potentially round our answers off. But in this case, we're okay with that answer. So look at the try it. What is 0.8% of 35? Understand, although the 0.8% has a decimal in it, that is still as a percent. So we need to change that from a percent to a decimal before we multiply. So as we discussed earlier, decimal will go 2 places to the left. We'll have to add a 0. That'll be 8 thousandths, or 0 and 8 thousandths if you want. Of means times. So we're going to multiply 8 thousandths times 35. And that would be 28 hundredths, or 0 and 28 hundredths. Again, this is less than 1%. Remember we talked about the other day, you got 100 boxes. We're filling in less than 1 box, and we only had 35 to begin with. So definitely expecting a small number. One kind of a benchmark here you guys could use for this one would be to think about what's 1% of 35. We've talked about 10% a little bit. 1%, 10% moves the decimal 1 place to the left. 1% actually is going to move the decimal 2 places. Bless you. Because 1% would be like 100th. So moves 2 places. And so you can see we're pretty close, just a little bit less than that with our answer, which is what we wanted. So skipping over to the Do You Know How on page 364. we're going to do the rest of this lesson tomorrow. So number 6 asks, what is 26% of 50? So 26% as a decimal would be 26 hundredths. If you move your decimal 2 places, you multiply 26 hundredths times 50, would be 13. If you were just doing this one by hand, wouldn't be too bad actually in this case. 26% is 26 over 100, and that would be times 50 over 1. Since we're multiplying, the 100 and the 50 could actually be both reduced by a factor of 50. Would reduce them down to 1 and 2, and then that'd be 26 over 2, so half of 26 is 13. So really not too bad of a deal, that one, even working out by hand. Look at number 7. They're asking us to find 2.1% of 60. Move your decimal 2 places to the left would be an option here. Would be 21 thousandths, or 0 and 21 thousandths times 60. And if you multiply that out, you'll get 1 and 26 hundredths. Again, we could do this with a fractions and stuff. It's going to be not quite as easy on this one as that last one was, as far as that goes. But still can get the same answer. Workbook page 89, the first section here, we're trying to find these parts. So number 1, they're wanting us to find 8% of 200. So 8% of 200, one option, change the percent to a decimal. That'd be 8 hundredths. So 8 hundredths times 200, and you work that out, and that would be 16. This one's really not too bad since you got the 200 here. You could say 8 over 100. Another option here. You could say 8 over 100 times 200 over 1. And you could actually reduce the 100 and the 200 by a factor of 100. And then 8 times 2 is 16. Or you can just multiply, you get 1600 over 100, and then divide that out and get your answer. Number 2, 12% of 800. Again, if you wanted to change the percent to a decimal and multiply, that one also is a multiple of 100, so it wouldn't have been bad to do even by hand if we had to. And if you work that out, you'll get 96. Number 3, they want us to find 12.8% of 312.5. I haven't been talking about it in the last couple of questions, but try to have in your mind a little bit of what kind of answer you're expecting. This is definitely way less than half. It's less than a fourth. It's about an eighth, really, if you think about it. Half of a fourth. So a fourth is 25%, so an eighth is half of that, is half of 25%, be 12.5%. So this is real close to an eighth of this number. So really small part of this number, but 312.5 is a pretty big number. So 12.8% of 312.5, again, move your decimal 2 places, be 128 thousandths. Times 312.5. Again, all these could be done without a calculator, but that just makes our jobs a lot easier for these. So number 3 ends up being 40. We'll look at a few more here, make sure we got it. 46% of 388, so that's a little less than half. So I'm expecting an answer close to 200, a little less than that. So 46% is 46 hundredths times 388. is 178 and 48 hundredths. If you look at number 5, 86% of 20. That's a big portion of 20, so it's going to be right up there, maybe 18 or something. We'll see how it turns out. We work that out and we get 17 and 2/10, so that's about what I was expecting also. And number 8, 4.75% of 2,000. Well, it's a small percent, but it's a big number that we're looking at here. So again, make sure your decimal gets moved 2 places. Means we have to add a 0 here. 475 10,000ths, 0.0475 times 2,000. And when you work that out, is going to be 95. So this covers the first part of finding percent of a number.